Hi, fifth grade. Welcome to mass. Today we're going to talk about mass, which is usually measured in the metric system, and we're going to use our notes page that you should have glued into your notebook. It looks like this to help us today. So when we talk about mass, there's one important thing to clarify at the beginning, which is that it's different than weight. When we talked about the customary system, ounces, pounds, and tons, that was talking about weight, but what we're talking about today is mass. So here is the difference. Weight is the measure of how much gravity affects something. So when you stand on a scale at the doctor's office or use any kind of scale, you're measuring how much gravity is affecting something. So if we on Earth have a lot of gravity, so everything here on Earth can be measured with weight. However, mass is the amount of matter that is inside an object, no matter what the effect of gravity is. So that means that if you moved to a different planet like Mars, you would have a different weight because there is a different amount of gravity. But you would have the same mass because there is the same amount of matter in you, no matter how much gravity is outside. So we're going to talk today about measuring mass. And in order to measure mass, we don't use a scale. We use a balance to make sure that the things on either side are equal. So in order to use this balance, you guys should have seen some of this in class. You put an object on one side of the balance, and then you put some weights or some counterbalances on the other side, and continue to add weight until the balance is balanced. That means that the sides are equal. If it's tipped down or tipped up, it is not balanced. So if we were to be measuring these tomatoes, we would add little gram weights. These tiny weights are 1 gram. And we would continue adding 1 gram until we have balanced the tomatoes. So in this situation, there are 2 pieces that are 100 grams. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces that are 1 gram. So there's 100 grams, another 100 grams, and then there are 10 1 gram pieces. Sorry, I forgot the G. So altogether, that is 210 grams. So we see that it is balanced here with 210 grams on one side and the tomatoes on the other side. That means the tomatoes are exactly 210 grams. Now, we used grams in this example, but there are some other ways to measure mass. We can measure mass with a smaller unit or a larger unit. So this is when we're going to flip over to your notes page. And we have been measuring with grams. And a gram is about 1 packet of sugar, or if you're using a school supply, a gram is about 1 paperclip. So a gram is very light, especially compared to an ounce that we talked about with customary measurement. If you remember, an ounce is about 5 quarters. And think about 5 quarters compared to 1 paperclip. A gram is much smaller or much lighter than an ounce. When I say smaller, I mean a smaller unit of measure. So this paperclip is 1 gram. Another thing that weighs 1 gram is a packet of sugar. And I want you to write, it says 1 gram is about as much as you can write that down. If you want to use a larger unit, 1,000 grams or 1,000 paperclips makes 1 kilogram. And about 1 kilogram is about a book. So if you take a book from the library, it would probably be fairly equivalent to about 1,000 paperclips. That is a gram. So you measure larger things with kilograms and you measure smaller things with grams. Now, if you wanted to measure something extremely light, even lighter than a paperclip, there's actually a unit called milligrams. It is the smallest unit, and a milligram measures things that are even lighter than a paperclip. Usually, we measure medicine with milligrams. Now, these are 2 pills that you might take if you're feeling sick. You'll see that this is 20 milligrams of medicine. That means that when the doctor put the medicine inside the pill, they weighed out exactly 20 milligrams of whatever medicine went in here and stuck it inside the capsule. So a lot of times doctors and the medical profession uses milligrams to help them prescribe exact measurements. So what you're going to do is you're going to go around your house and you're going to find things that could be measured in grams and things that could be measured in kilograms. Now, the way you're going to do that when you go around your house is think about, could I stack up some paper clips on the pan balance and have it be about equal? If you can compare it to paper clips and have it be about equal, you can use grams. A kilogram is 1,000 paper clips. So if you would need to stack a ton of paper clips together to make it equal, 1,000 or more paper clips to make it balance, you would want to use a kilogram because a kilogram is a larger unit of measure. So tomorrow when you come back to school, we're going to see which things you would measure in grams and which things you would measure in kilograms. We can't wait to see you then.